Morning. As everybody knows, the residents of North Bergen are going to be hit with a 10% tax increase. You're responsible, Mayor Sacco, and you decided to blame everybody else. Senator Stack, the county, the state, the Board of Education. But you're responsible for all the corruption within our town. Instead of advocating for our community, you're walking all around the state advocating for your son, Walter Sonic. And you tried to change the law so you wouldn't go to jail because you gave him a no-show job. Do you feel that's appropriate? Is it acceptable to you? And you continue to get rich, your friends and your family, on the backs of the North Bergen residents. This tax increase is going to cost the residents $600 per family, maybe more. And it's only the beginning. People that need to pay high taxes, high rents, have to put food on the table, and now they have to support your no-show jobs and your low-show jobs and all the inflated salaries.
Janet, it's 4%, wasn't it?
It wasn't a small percent.
It was 4%.
And according to the Jersey Journal, it's going to be up to 10%.
Maybe you can't read. It was
Of course I
4%
could read.
Oh, you can't.
We have no confidence in you at all.
Apparently the people do.
Let me tell you who doesn't have to pay taxes in North Bergen. Your developer friends. And I'll tell you how that works, in case you don't know. And you shouldn't smirk, because this is a reality.
I find you...
You're affecting the people's lives. Sir, I'm going to finish and then you could respond.
Okay, keep
People
going.
donate to your political campaign. They give you tons of money. And then in return, they get a tax abatement. 20, 25 years for large parcels of land. You make all these side deals off the backs of the people in North Bergen. We don't have to give out tax abatements like candy. It doesn't sweeten the future of North Bergen. It just adds a bad taste in people's mouth for favoritism. We need leaders that are going to do good for our community. We don't need bank accounts for cronies that have no-show jobs. You don't care about the people of North Bergen. You just care about lining your own pockets. You and your family and all the no-show jobs. Now your commitment was to take the children out of the trailer park, and you were going to relocate them on 85th Street and Connolly to the junior school. But that's a disaster. You're over budget by tens of millions of dollars. 4 years later, and you can't renovate a building? You could have built the Empire State Building in that time. The sad part is, you haven't spoken to the people of North Bergen about all the contamination. The ground contamination, the asbestos, the lead in the pipes, the mold, and the flooding. When are you going to make that public? You're going to be affecting the lives of our children. Don't you think that's important to you? Now, are you familiar with the State Comptroller's report that was issued not too long ago, July of 2022? Are you familiar with the report? It's not me saying what's in this report. And the report says the North Bergen School District had 15 violations of the law and continues to pay employees thousands of dollars annually for unused vacation time in direct violation of the state law. The State Comptroller, Kevin Walsh, said, and I'm going to read his quote, "School districts receive our taxes. We are entitled to expect them to be careful with the funds we send them. We at minimum expect them not waste the money and to comply with the law. North Bergen is failing in some of the most basic ways to protect public funds, even after our audit highlighted these problems.
How are you done?
Yeah, that's it, Mr. Wainstein.
You're operating a criminal enterprise.
Mr. Wainstein,
Go sit down.
you're done.
You think it's funny.
I think you're funny.
Mr. Wainstein, Mr. Wainstein,
There should be a criminal investigation into all your actions.
Mr.
And I
Wainstein.
thought that perhaps you have an area in your heart for the public